Minasan, konnichiwa. Samurai Engineer des. Let us go to the topic wherein uh, there are some relationship to civil engineering, but actually these these are electrical engineering requirements. So we have here standard electrical manhole type 1 and type 2 for non-traffic. This is a manhole to be installed in a non-traffic uh, area. Okay, so so what we have here. So of course, manhole could be rectangular like this. So we have what the plan view or the plan view at the top. So actually, this is what civil engineering plan. Civil engineering plan. So although it is for the use of electrical, but this is actually civil engineering one. So it is ripe for our nation, for the country, to be able to respect each and every engineering field. If civil engineer uh, is required, so let us get the services of civil engineer and not make a decision that would risk our lives, our community. There is always a safety issue hanging over your head if you are not following engineering codes. Okay? So this is actually a civil engineering plan. So plan view, section AA. So those are requirement in a civil engineering. Probably the one who made up this plan is actually probably civil engineer or civil engineering draftsman. Okay, so draftsman is also familiar with this. So we have at the plan view, uh, not 1 foot by 1 foot by 10 inches deep sump. Okay, and we have dimension of this. Okay, 6 inches. So meaning the thickness of the wallings. Okay, so there are so many issues with regards to this, but this is what this is a type of actually a civil engineering plan is not transferable. It's not transferable. That's why if your civil engineering plan is approved by the office of the building official, it has a requirement of address. It is required to put an address on that project. That is an indication that it is not transferable. If you will do the same to the next lot, you have to again get a permission, get a permit from the building official with what a different address. But if you are using the same engineering plan, there will come a time that those plan will not work at all. So there are so many factors that the civil engineer look at. Okay, that we cannot discuss this all throughout. So I will just discuss the plan itself. Okay, so I will just discuss that we have what duct duct entrance. Okay, pulling in iron, what, 7/8 inch. Okay, so this is what the 7/8 inch diameter, the pulling iron. So you have the chance to what, to take out the what do you call that, the cover. Okay, so so you have what else? All of the walls is indicated as 6 inches. So that is okay. So that's still okay. So let us continue. Uh, if civil engineer look at this, of course they will have some comments. Okay. So this section A, we have what? Upper side, we have manhole frame and cover. So see the specification AA on the other page, probably figure 4 size 28 and figure 12 size 28 respectively. Okay, so the top brick collar lined up with cement mortar. So okay, again, uh, duct entrance. So we have what, because this is for electrical use. So we have a duct entrance there. Then we have a pulling in iron there, and that pulling in iron is again uh, 7/8 inch diameter. So nothing in particular. The total thickness from the top uh, cover to the interior is 1 foot. Okay, so 6 inch, 6 inch. So that is logical enough. Okay, number 5, reinforcement at 6 inch. Okay, number 5. Okay, top sides and bottom slope. Okay, slope is what? 1:40. Okay, 1:40 slope to some. It's just okay. Water stop at all construction joints. Okay, water stop, and then ground rod and clamp. So there is a grounding provision there. So duct entrance, lap reinforcement, okay, 24 inches, typical. Okay, there's no much to this. Manhole dimension. So there are two types. First type is A, B, C. So what is A? A is the uh, uh, high point. Okay. So B is the length. C is the width. Okay. C is the height. B is the length. A is the width. So A is the width. So 6 by 6 by 6. So that is type 1. Type 2 is 6 by 8 by 6.5. So 6.5. They are both 6.5 rather. They are both 6, meaning the height is the same. No, type 1. Only thing is that the length the length is different. So type 2 is rectangular and type 1 is square. No? So for the notes, 1 Details of cable racks, duct entrance and pulling in iron, see plate UG7. So this is only UG1, no? Minimum concrete compressive strength shall be 3,000 psi. So how can you, if you are electrical? So this is actually civil engineering. Okay. Again, civil engineering requirement that is related to electrical works. So if that is the case, they have to consult civil engineer rather than electrical. Okay. So let us go to UG2. So UG2, we have what? We have standard electrical manhole type 3 and 4. So the difference that, again, the dimension. For type 3, 6 by 6 by 6 and a half. And number type 4 is 6 by 8 by 6 and a half. So type 1 and type 2 is the same with this requirement, but difference in, for example, what? Sump dip is the same, 12 by 12 by 10. Uh, what's the difference? 7, 8 pulling iron. Pulling iron. So, uh, duct entrance location to be as indicated. So, the difference is the thickness, no? I think the thickness is 8. On the type 1, 2, the thickness of the wallings is what? 6 inches. Okay. So the thickness here is 8 inches. So it is thicker here. Now, so this is for manhole for traffic type. So type 1 and 2 is for non-traffic. That's why it is thicker here. No? The manhole has a wall thicker than type 1 and 2. Okay, so the dimension is measured inside dimension. So this manhole is bigger because it is thicker. The inner dimension is the same. So that is how this works. And what else could be different? What else could be different? Hmm. Aha. There is a provision for clearance. No? There is a upper structure slab, and there is what concrete roadway, concrete or block top roadway. Okay, so again, brick color lined up with cement mortar. Is there for manhole frame and cover. See specifications, and here we have what? 6 inches clearance between the concrete roadway and the uh, slab of the manhole. Okay, so that is the difference because it is for traffic. Okay, so filling an iron the same. 1 is to 40 slope same. Water stop at all construction joints same. Okay, ground rod and clamp. Okay, the same. Lap reinforcement the same. So what else? Five, number five at 6 inches. EW, TNB. So number five, 6 inches. Okay. Number four, at 6 inches, EW, EF. Okay, so we have what? Pulling in iron, so almost very minimal difference. The difference is for structural purposes. So this is not electrical in nature. It is purely structural with a civil engineering plan. Notes: manhole and covers are designed for maximum wheel load in accordance with ASTO HS 20-44. So if you are a civil engineer, how do you know that? How do you know that? We are familiar with that ASTO requirement. Okay, but so this is for civil engineers interpretation. Okay. For details of cable racks, duct clearance, and pulling in iron, see plate UG7. Again, minimum concrete compressive strength shall be 3,000 psi. Again, let us go to the next drawing requirement. So this is what? Standard electrical manhole if we are constructing it in an airfield. So in an airfield, more structural integrity is normally required. Okay? So, plan and section, type 5 and 6, again the same size, the same square and rectangular size of manhole. However, let us look 8, 8 inches, 8 inches, 8 inches, okay, 8 inches thickness, thickness is still 8 inches, okay, and the location of duct entrance, located to be as indicated, so different location, no? In a location wherein it is less prone to structural damage, okay? Okay, so those are the location. So how can you know that if you are a civil engineer? Okay, so this is really a civil engineering plan. Okay, although it is titled standard electrical manhole, this is a manhole civil engineering requirement. Notes: manhole and covers are designed for maximum wheel load of 50,000 pounds or dual wheel load of 90,000 pounds. Okay, maximum wheel load, dual wheel load 90. So for details of cable racks, iron entrance, you see UG7, cover shall be made of structural steel. Structural steel. This is the covering. Okay, it's not concrete. No, conforming to ASTM A36 slash A36M. Oh, do you know that? If you are not civil engineer, what are the so we are familiar with that because we are civil engineer, and minimum concrete compressive strength shall be 3,000. Still, we have the plan view, which is the same with the previous one, and we have a cover detail because it is now steel, no? Structural steel cover. So what about this cover? Bars are sized 4 inches by 3/4 inch. Okay, and provide lifting holes. Okay, there is a provision for lifting holes. Okay, so it is not protruding holes, lifting holes going in. It's not protruding because protrusion may what uh, provide obstacle and damage to what airplanes wheel. Okay. There's an opening. Okay. So 1/4 inch and 2. Okay. So clear 1/2 inch clearance. See note number 3. Cover shall be made of, okay, structural steel. So bars 5/8 inches by 5/8 inches bars. Okay. So with the specific, this is F slash 45. There's a specific connection indication here. Okay. So if you are not a civil engineer, how do you know that? Okay. Okay. On that side. Okay. 1/2 at 6. Okay. What do you mean by that? So civil engineering work. Okay. Probably mechanical engineer would also know this, but civil engineering uh, is the responsible discipline in here. So 5/16 typical. So this is a very detailed plan for what covering. It's cover alone. There is a detailed plan. So we have uh, welding instruction here. So let us go to the manhole frame. Manhole framing. So we have the concrete paving of the airfield, but how much is the thickness of the slab is 8, and after that we have so much. We have brick collar lined up with cement mortar again, and uh, otherwise all others are the same. So only the plan from the manhole slab to the concrete paving is different. Okay, so of course that is where the airplanes would run and pass by the manhole. So let's go to the next. So details number 4, we have type 1 and 2 for non-traffic. Okay, electrical manhole again for non-traffic. So we are now looking at the other details. So this corresponds to drawing UG number 1, UG1. Okay. So plan of cover, how to do it. So those are the detail. Sealing detail, how to seal it. Welded to one side of the door. Okay. This is for non-traffic. Therefore, this is type 1 and 2. Okay. So section of frame. So we have the following: welded hands welded to frame and cover. So there is a hands type of covering. Okay, and there is what welded to one side of the door. Okay, what about 1/2 plug weld, plug weld. And the plug welding is what is it underneath? Plug welding is underneath. Okay, so very critical detail. Okay, 1 and 1/2, 1 and 1/2. So the handle is seal. No? That is the cover. The handle is seal. See detail above. Okay, so there is a what? Some sort of clearance there. Okay, section BB. And on the other one, the plan view at the lower portion, anchors cover not shown, so open. This is open, so you can take a look inside the manhole itself. So this is open. Deep sump is there, duct entrance there, 1/2 inch plug welds. Okay, so 8 inches on center. So 6 inches. So we know that type 1 and 2, 6 inches thick walls. Anchors. So there are anchors shown at section BB. So we have an anchorage shown there. So, okay. So for stability purposes. So because of the type of what cover, it will slide hinge welded to frame and cover. Okay. Because it is hinge, so it must be welded, and therefore the cover could be rotated, open. If you want to open, it will rotate, open and rotate back, closing the covering. Okay. So section AA is same as before. So ground rod still there, water stop, and we have these are the necessary details of the UG-1. For details of cable racks, duct entrance and pulling in iron, see plate UG7. So, cable racks, duct entrance and pulling in iron. So, minimum concrete comprehensive strength shall be 3,000. Doing this, plug weld again is necessary for the section of framing section. Raised pattern, floor, PL. Course, of course, we have what? Uh, Still welding instructions. Okay. So next is 4 types 3 and 4. Similar types of details. Notes in terms of ducts into manhole may be made of side faces or corners as required. Okay. May be made on side faces or corners. So on the UG plan dash 2, so at the center of the sides, no? Centered on the sides, but could be uh, made on side faces or corners. Okay. So plan view, section CC, and section AA, section BB. So section BB, different section showing what the plug weld hinge. So there are hinges here to be able to open the cover. So there are anchors positioned there. Okay, so because these are for traffic and airfield. So the same for traffic and airfield type of manhole. So these are for what? Because those are for traffic and manhole. This is steeper than the type 1 and 2. Okay, so this is type 3 and 4. Okay, so steepeners shown typical both sides. Okay, so there are steepeners. So duct entrance location to be shown as indicated on project drawing. So later at I think UG7 will have the details. Slope to sump 7, 8, pulling in iron again, pulling in iron, and we have 1 foot footings. So 1 foot footings with what? Okay. Um, 1/2 PEJ all around paving or grade. So that is at the upper portion. Okay, so showing the details there of probable connection to the airfield ground or traffic ground roads. Okay. Steel rod, 1/2 inch diameter steel rod. So we have what? 3 inches by 4 inches. So 3 inches by 4 inches. So 3 inches by 4 inches. So that is what? Cover shall be made of structural steel 836. So minimum compressive strength is 3,000. Again, manhole and covers designed for maximum single wheel load of 50,000 pounds and dual wheel load of 90,000 pounds. Okay, so almost there are many difference from the previous page, from previous detail. So more on the structural matters. So since these are structural matters, so this has nothing to do with electrical actually. Okay, let's go to the next requirement. So standard electrical hand hole. So manhole, now it is hand hole. Take note, previously we are talking of manhole, and then uh, after types 5 to 6 we are now talking of hand hole. So so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are talking of types 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So previously we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now there is an additional 7, 8, 9. Okay, what are the meaning of this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? So they have the same manhole, but handhole size are different. So the difference of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 5 types of hand holes. So handhold requirement. Housing shall be polymer, concrete reinforced with a heavy web fiberglass reinforcing with compressive strength of no less than 10. So the strength is 10,000 psi. So more than 3 times the requirement for concrete. Okay. So cover and box shall withstand a service load of no less than 15,000 pounds over a 10-inch by 10-inch area. Okay, cover and box shall withstand. Okay, 15,000 pounds. Okay, okay. So the cover is actually the hardest, the strongest part of the manhole. Okay, cover. So 15,000 pounds for a 10-inch by 10-inch area. So number three, provide stainless steel bolts and inserts. So that is a requirement. Provide with two and a half mouse holes. So dalawa, so two and a half. So two and a half. Okay, so mouse holes, mouse holes. Okay, provide two of that. Then five, provide the label electrical for power handholds or telephone for telephone handholds or as indicated. So, okay, label it properly. Okay. So, take note, it is a composite fiberglass type ng concrete. Okay. Reinforced concrete. So, again, this is civil engineering work. Okay. Civil engineering work uh, to label is indicated on the drawing how it should be done. Pull slot is indicated. Stainless steel hex bolt and washer there. Okay. And bolt inserts. So skid resistant surface. So the top is not smooth to prevent skidding. No? Concrete ring around box. Okay, concrete ring around box. Compacted earth. Okay, so there must be a required compaction and crust track. Okay, crust track rather than stones or round stones. Okay, crust track of what? 6 inches. Okay, and then another compacted earth, then 6 inches again of layer, another 6 inches of layer. So you'll notice uh, box and cover are there. So it must be what? Support for the side support, no? The compacted earth and concrete ring around the box. Okay? So, minimum of 10 inches. 10 inches concrete ring. So concrete, it's not hollow blocks. Okay? So this is again civil engineering requirement. Okay? So let us go to the last. This is the last uh, page, the last sheet, UG7. This is the UG7 wherein we have what? The details of pulling in iron. So alternate method and cast in place. So we can cast in place the pulling in iron that is shown like that. What is that? 9 inches by 8 and 3/8 inches. Okay, and 7-8 inches diameter of metal, so hot dip galvanized specified. So this is almost a letter what? Letter Z. Is this a letter Z? So you have to do the pulling in iron. So it is some sort of a lock. It is some sort of a lock. You can pull that so that you can uh, alternate method. Fillet weld of iron uh, U-bolt or U-bolt, which is having 3 inches distance, 3 inches away from each other. The legs of the U-bolt is 3 inches away from each other. That is not center to center, but they are 3 inches clear distance from each other. Okay, concrete wall is there. So the concrete wall is what? Bolt, one nut, 1 inch diameter nut. Excuse. So 1.5 inch minimum uh, protrusion. That is on the side, no? On the side, pulling in iron. Okay, it could be cast in place, but could be could be done afterwards, wherein you have to make a hole. That is a alternative method. Okay, which one is better? I think better is cast in place, but it's easier. Maybe it's easier to do the alternate method, but there are more details. So you just what cast and paste it, make that embedded in the concrete. So that is better, I think. You can even anchor it on the reinforcement. Okay, so what other typical cable rack? So cable rack with 7 inches minimum distances. Okay, so those cable rack. So the top portion, one cable rack. The second layer is two cable racks. Third layer, three cables. So this is how uh, they are to be supposed to be connected in bracket. No, there must be bracket that will hold these racks in this fashion. Okay. So typical duct entrance at the lower portion, ducting inside face of manhole. So 45, 3 inches. So what is that? The duct entrance must be like that, no? So 45 degrees, 45 degrees, and we have that ducting. Okay, ducting. What is the 45 degrees? About 3 inches. So 3 inches of the way we have to provide 45 degrees. This is for the protection of cable. This is for the protection of cable, and this is actually mechanical. It's mechanical. It's a mechanical area of responsibility or mechanical plant. This is mechanical plant. This is for the protection of cable. So again, since I know that this is an area of mechanical, I am also a mechanical engineer. We do this in production line. We are aware that there are several engineering plant with this. Okay? This is not a special case. This is special case in this electrical uh, related application, pulling in irons, cable lock, and duct and trans details. So this is the manhole and handhole electrical details. Okay? Electrical manhole and manhole handhole details. So thank you for listening. Please comment, remarks, and show your concern. Make suggestion and add to the discussion in our comment box below. So thank you again, and this is Dr. AP saying engineers are contributing to our nation building. Thank you very much.